Zeb Wise already down into 17th. Track very greasy. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit greasy here in the early goings of this one because we got a lot of racing here. This event really puts Rob Plattfoot and the gang here at Eldora Speedway to the test on getting a track ready and keeping things in good shape all night long with 4 divisions of sprint car racing happening. 17-112, the fastest by Zeb Wise thus far. Usually we'll give him a couple laps, throw the yellow, pack the racetrack in, and then go again. And this time, Eric Wall, Series Director for the FloRacing All-Stars, just letting him go for a handful of laps to kind of blow the grease off the racetrack surface, Pat.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're still getting around here pretty good.
They are. Faster than I'd like to go, I tell you what.
Are you kidding me?
Man. Pat, 2 years ago, I did the iRacing with the virtual headset on here at Eldora, and I quickly learned maybe I should stay with announcing. Although some would probably argue that, but...
Like I saw a picture of you and Tony Stewart at a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I saw the pure terror on your face.
No, it was absolutely terror. Yeah, that picture floated around social media for a while. There's a video out there, too.
Oh, no.
And thankfully, it's hidden.
And Tony loved it, didn't he?
Oh,
the more misery you're in.
He requested all race long to sit by me because, yes, the more misery I'm in, the happier he is.
Blake, what would you say your physiological response to that would have been?
Not great.
I just want to know. I didn't get money. I just wanted to know that.
Yeah, Tony, you hit the post on that one.
Man, yeah, we went to Disney World, and we're talking about riding rides, and we're getting ready to go on Tower of Terror, and I'm like walking up, and I go, Tony, I got to talk to you. I cannot do, I can't do this. It's just, it's not going to work out. I'll do the other rides, Tower of Terror, just not going to work out. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm like, oh, thank God, I'm off. Looks at me, the van is parked out back. It was 10:30 in the morning. We were out there till 9. He's like, you can go hang out in the van the rest of the day. Enjoy your day in the van. We're going to be here at Disney World. I was like, oh, I guess I'm not off. There's a picture floating around, and everyone's just pointing and laughing at me as I could not have gripped that rail any tighter.
I confess, with tears in my eyes, I showed it to my wife, who you know, and said, Blake was not having a good time.
No. I got over it, though. I learned I could do it. Yeah. It just took me a time. Zeb Wise fastest in car number 10, and Zeb, he's no stranger here to Eldora Speedway. He's over there in turn number 2 on the high side, a 16.156 fastest. CJ Leary, second quick, 16.547. Tyler Rankin, third quick in the 39, 16.550. Harley White going to be fourth quick, 16.579. And Ayrton Jennington, fifth quick in the 3 at a 16.748. We're going to cut him loose one more time here. This is going to be the last session. Eric Walls lets him know on the Racing Electronic Switch radios. Straight up qualifying tonight for the FloRacing All-Stars. I'll talk about that more for those of you watching on FloRacing, where our friends here at the racetrack can hear it, because as you can see, they are full song. Do our best to keep you abreast as to what's happening. Harley White, she's a 360 winner this year over at Lima Land, and Ayrton Jennington has been so good. We'll talk about that more later on in the evening on just how impressive he's been, especially the last month behind the wheel of that 3-car. Landon Lalonde there in the 2L, bringing on a new partner, Ron Jacobs Trucking. And Ron Jacobs, the car owner for Jack Hodenshield when he's in the 3-car. There's Hunter Schoenberg, no stranger to the 4 Crown Nationals, without the wing on, and his second go here with the wing on top. White flag flying. Schoenberg is the fastest at a 14.315. Now a 14.203 for 100%. Dipping closer to that 13-second bracket are the All-Stars here. That'll bring a close to hot lap session number 1 for the FloRacing All-Star Circuit of Champions presented by Mobile One. Hunter Schoenberg in the 55 car. He's pulling into the backstretch. We had a couple of 55s out there that session, but Hunter in the straight 55. A 14.203 for Hunter, fastest. Second quick to 10 is Zeb Wise, 14.324. Third quick to 55 V of CJ Leary, 14.335. Fourth quick to 3 of Ayrton Jennington, 14.471. And fifth quick to 55M of McKenna Hassey at a 14.494. Tyler Rankin, 6th. Harley White, 7th. And Landon Lalonde rounds out the top 8. Session number 2 of FloRacing Hot Laps onto the track. First car onto the track over in turn number 3 comes to us from Canton, Illinois. The B&H Contractors, NOS Energy Drink. Bird Racing number 19, it's Big Daddy, Chris Windham. Chris Windham in car number 19. In turn number 3 from Fairland, Indiana, the Valvoline. Running Boxer Farms, Settle Civil Contractors number 101 is Cale Thomas. Cale Thomas in the 101. Behind him, the most recent All-Star Circuit of Champions winner from Monrovia, Indiana, the CoastalRaceParts.com, the Tree Center, BootMotorsportsStore.com. R. Norris Trucking number 13 is Justin Peck. Justin Peck in car number 13, a guy that Pat Sullivan wrote an article about in Sprint and Midget. And passing on the bottom of the front stretch from North Pole, Alaska, now calling Heartland, Wisconsin home, the Andersons per Maple Syrup. Howard Law, India Motorcycles of Metro Milwaukee. Wise Cup Siding, CK Contractors number 17B, the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. Bill Baylog in car number 17B. Over in turn number 1 from St. Mary's, New South Wales, Australia, the R.E. Pearson Construction. High Performance Lubricants, Nice Crete Landis, Marchant Cattle Company number 5 is Ian Madsen. Ian Madsen in car number 5. In turn number 1 from Republic, Ohio, the Blake's Hard Cider, MCS Manufacturing, Big D's Pizza, Top Line Titanium number 4 is Cap Henry. Cap Henry in car number 4. Following him, a pair of wins with the Fast Sprint Car Series last weekend from Benton Ridge, Ohio, the Hercules Tires. Sakura Auto Repair, Midwest Sign Tech King Family number 97 is Greg Wilson. Greg Wilson in car number 97. And in turn number 1 from Germantown, Tennessee, the Lumber and Things, Premier Pallet, Lutz Custom Cabinetry, Link Systems number 70, it's Slammin' Sammy Swindell. Sammy Swindell in car number 70. And we got Drake York down on pit road. Drake, what do you got for us?
Well, Blake, I was just watching these wing cars here in the first hot laps for the FloRacing All-Star Circuit of Champions. And 3-4 has been very interesting, to say the least, watching these cars teeter-totter on the way into the corner. We kind of see this at places like Knoxville, where haulers enter in on the racetrack, for example, at Eldora, like this way. It kind of creates a bump like that. And so it upsets the cars just a little bit going into the corner. So that's going to be one thing to watch all night with every division here on the racetrack.
Well, that's something that was a point of emphasis in the track preparation earlier today.
Absolutely was. Several teams mentioning it to Rob Flatfoot, and Rob, an absolute ace when it comes to track preparation. Made sure to get it handled. Sammy Swindell already, and Bill Baylog, the first car into that 13-second bracket of 13.963. Cale Thomas lowers the bar, and now 3 cars, make it 4 cars. Track getting faster here in FloRacing Hot Lap session number 2.
It was nice to see Greg Wilson get back into victory lane last weekend.
Yes, it was. He and Andy Potter have knocked on the door, and Andy Potter, one of the best wrenches in the state of Ohio, and partnering up with Joe and Diane Sealing, a great car. And
yeah, I'm working on an article with Gary Taylor, who's had some interactions with that team very successfully.
He won a fast race for him this spring.
That's right.
Session number 2 comes to a close. The 101 of Cale Thomas, fastest at a 13.668. Second quick, the 5 of Ian Madsen at a 13.735. Third quick, the 13 of Justin Peck, 13.755. Fourth quick, the 4 of Cap Henry, 13.839. And fifth quick, the 17B of Bill Baylog, 13.850. Chris Windham, 6th. Sammy Swindell, 7th. Greg Wilson, 8th. Hunter Schoenberg, 9th. And Zeb Wise rounds out the top 10. Third and final session of FloRacing Hot Laps onto the track. First car onto the track down the middle of the backstretch from Waterville, Ohio, the Control Design Solutions. Tire Slick, Banshee Graphics. Number 5T is Travis Philo. Travis Philo in car number 5T. Rolling into turn number 3, he won the USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midgets main event last night. He is the All-Star Circuit of Champions points leader. From Indianapolis, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink Turbo, ZMAX Lubricant 7BC is Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney in car number 7BC. From Holmesville, Ohio, the Simcox Grinding and Steel, Amanda J. Lewis, attorney at law, DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Computer man number 81 is Lee Jacobs. Lee Jacobs in car number 81. A former USAC winner here from St. Helena, California, the Rowdy Energy, Self-Made Racing, Lucas Oil, Curb Records, ShopRico.com number 24 is Rico Abreu. Rico Abreu in car number 24. Following him from Kokomo, Indiana, the Mike McGinn Associates, XYZ Machining, Winners Performance Products, Champion Racing Oil, FK Rod Ends number 11. It's the law firm, Parker Price Miller. Parker Price Miller in car number 11. Off of turn number 4 from Visalia, California, the Rudine Racing, Hager Realty, Race Rudine Foundation, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Fatheads Eyewear, Ranch Built number 26 is Corey Eliason. Corey Eliason in car number 26. From Delphus, Ohio, the Dancer Logistics Global Warehouse, Amshaw Service number 49 is Sean Dancer. Sean Dancer in car number 49, and final car into turn number 1. He comes to us from Cobble Hill, British Columbia, Canada. The Essex Body Shop Quality Diesel, Richards Well Drilling Champion Oil number 16C is Robbie Price. Robbie Price out there in car number 16C. The road can take you anywhere, like to the world's largest brick in Montgomery, Alabama, or the Fountain of Youth in Lewis, Delaware. And don't forget about the world's largest ball of twine in Cawker City, Kansas. When you're riding on the strength of Hercules Road Tour Series tires, you'll enjoy an excellent ride at a great value wherever you're headed, so you can afford to try the world's largest burger in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Go where the road takes you with Hercules Tire. Where things land here as cars circling to get their first lap here as the white flag flies in FloRacing Hot Lap session number 3, Parker Price Miller, 13, 6:45, and now Corey Eliason lowers the bar. Eliason had a podium run a couple of years ago driving for Roth Motorsports during the Kings Royal. Parker Price Miller had some problems last night with the engine, but they seem to be good to go after an engine change. And fastest in FloRacing Hot Laps with a lap of 13:461, Parker Price Miller in car number 11. Dixie Vodka time trials coming up next for the FloRacing All-Star Circuit of Champions presented by Mobil 1. 2 laps on the clock, the best of 2. Your official time. Keep in mind, have to tip the scales at 1,425 pounds when they cross the chalk stick scales. If you're new to Eldora and you're here on the front stretch, you might be able to see it from turns 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, but there's a little digital board above the scales, and you can see what the cars weigh. 1,425 is the magic number. So we'll go 2 cars at a time with the FloRacing All-Star Circuit of Champions presented by Mobil 1. Tonight, the 53rd race of the season for the FloRacing All-Star, or 52nd race of the season, for the All-Stars. Justin Peck with the most Dixie Vodka quick times with 6. Ian Madsen has 5. Tyler Courtney with 4. Corey Eliason has 3. And then we've got Bill Baylock, Spencer Baston, Danny Dietrich, Gio Selzy, Donnie Schatz, Logan Wagner, and Zeb Wise, all with 2 Dixie Vodka quick times. 30 different drivers in 51 races have recorded Dixie Vodka quick time. And speaking of Dixie Vodka, you can swing on down to the world-famous Eldora Speedway bar and get yourself some of that Dixie Vodka, Pat Sullivan, if you get thirsty through the night.
When you mentioned it, I thought perhaps Colorado State had scored.
No. Hawks taking over. Pat, you get your 50-50 tickets yet on Eldora5050.com?
I don't think I'm eligible to win.
I'll share it with you. $7,500 already, $75.76. Last night we broke the Friday night record by more than $5,000. Tonight's goal is $25,000.
Wow.
Keep in mind, if you're at home, tell Cheryl she can dart on over to Ohio.
I may do that.
Just got to check in the state of Ohio. Yeah. If you're within the state of Ohio, anywhere, whether you're in Cleveland, Cincinnati, Toledo.
That's just marvelous, by the way.
Eldora5050.com. You can buy your 50-50 tickets. Half goes to you and half goes to the Tony Stewart Foundation. And that number on the big screen, $7,594, that's your take-home, Patrick.
Right,
that's what you're taking home.
It's amazing.
No math needed here.
Like, by the way, Devin Brookley from our broadcast team said that a father and a young fan came by. They were looking for me earlier today. I think I'll go down at the base of this tower, which is right there by we sell programs, and if they're available, I'll be down there to say hello to them.
There you go, yes. Swing on over if you want to meet.
Well, they had something, so I need to go see them.
They're Hall of Famer. They probably got a sheet for you to autograph.
Yeah.
Picture an 8x10, one of your 8x10s.
Yeah.
Limited edition.
I think you'd better invest in your 401k plan.
That's a wiser investment. Noted. Well, several of our cars starting to make their way to staging for Dixie Vodka time trials. And have you got your hands on a bottle of Dixie Vodka yet? Thanks to the support of loyal race fans like you, the official vodka of the All-Star Circuit of Champions and of Eldora Speedway is now one of America's fastest growing spirit brands. Stop on down and see The gang at the world-famous Eldora Speedway bar. Get yourself some Dixie vodka, toilet water, or a $2 beer, or a $2 beer. Eldora Speedway, home of the $2 beer. Keir Speed Shop out of Tiffin, Ohio has been in the racing business since 1969. Stop down and see our friends in the pit area from Keir Speed Shop and thank them for all that they do for sprint car teams as we roll into Dixie Vodka time trials. 2 laps on the clock, the best of 2, your official time, and straight up qualifying tonight. The top 12 cars make the invert. 4 cars inverted in each of our 3 heat races. First car to come onto the track, he comes to us from South Amherst, Ohio, the Triple X race cars. Gerber Racing Components, John Wright Custom Chrome Plating, Ron Jacobs Trucking, 2L is Landon Lalonde. And from Angola, Indiana, the Sundollar Restoration, Quick Pits Auto, Jason Dietz Trailer Sales, Bill's Towing and Repair, Specialty Raking number 10 is Zeb Wise. Landon Lalonde, his 6th appearance of the season, looking for his first A-main start with the All-Stars. A 6th at Attica and Mercer, his best of 20 starts this year throughout 410 racing here around the state of Ohio. 13.519 for 13.426 for Zeb, 13.519 for Lalonde. Second lap time for Landon Lalonde is going to be a 13.537. And Zeb goes faster, 13.341 for Zeb Wise, the 2-time All-Star winner this season. From Lindsay, Oklahoma, the Ed Newmeister Racing, Chalk Sticks, Brown & Miller Racing Solutions, Fisher Racing Engines, number 11N is Harley White. And from Carlisle, Iowa, the Be the Lead, Laura Kopetsky Triax, Delta Dental, Casey's, number 55M is McKenna Hassey. Harley White, 2-360 wins this year up at Lima Land, a 15th at Portsmouth Raceway Park on June 19th, her only All-Star start this season. It was her 4th career All-Star Circuit of Champions start. McKenna Hassey at 21st at 34 Raceway in her first career All-Star start. Season best of 5th at Tri-City Raceway Park on June 26th, the best of 34 starts for her. Harley White, 13.559 on lap 1. First lap time for McKenna, 13.635. McKenna Hassey missed the transfer in her heat race by 1 spot last night and missed the transfer in the A-main by 1, the B-main to the A by 1 spot last night. Looking to lock in tonight. Second lap time for Harley was a 13.574. She'll take a 13.559. McKenna Hassey better on lap 2, still 4th quick, 13.605 for McKenna Hassey. From Gravel Waste Mills, Missouri, the Fisher Body Shop, Boffman Motorsports, Ozark Barge, High Performance Lubricants number 5 is Ayrton Jeniton. And from Sykeston, Missouri, the Roof Bolt Express, TK Concrete, Maxim Trucking, Logan Contractors, Eddie Gilstrap Motors, number 55, it's 100%, Hunter Schoenberg. Ayrton Jeniton, a 3rd place run at State Fair Speedway, the best of 5 starts for him this year with the FloRacing All-Stars, has 5 career All-Star main event starts, all of them coming this season. Ayrton Jeniton has visited Victory Lane 6 times this year, and he and Chad Morgan have made a very formidable pairing this season. Hunter Schoenberg sits 3rd in All-Star points with a win at Attica Raceway Park and State Line Speedway. The Attica win was a local win. First lap time, quick time for Ayrton Jeniton, 13.248. Hunter Schoenberg, a 13.340. Second quick for 100%. Second lap time for Jeniton is 13.132. It's better for Jeniton. The second lap time for Schoenberg is better, 13.207. Ayrton Jeniton up to Dixie Vodka quick time thus far, 13.132. From Greenfield, Indiana, the Ally Financial, Valvoline, Alex Bowman Racing, number 55V is CJ Leary. And from Coldwater, Michigan, piloting the Flint Trucking, Hart's Body Shop, Hamilton Trucking, RSD Canopies, number 39 is Tyler Rankin. CJ Leary, a 14th at Fremont during Ohio Sprint Speed Week, his best of 3 All-Star starts this season for the 2019 USAC National Sprint Car Champion, who sits 5th in USAC Sprint Car points and has 5 USAC National Sprint Car wins this season. Tyler Rankin, 19th at I-96 in June, his only All-Star appearance, actually in August, First lap time for Leary, second quick, 13.164. Tyler Rankin was 8th at Hartford a couple of weeks ago on September 3rd, a best of 2 410 starts this year for him. He'll go 8th quick at a 13.843. Second lap time for CJ Leary, not quite as good, 13.194. He'll take a 13.164 for CJ Leary. Second lap time for Tyler Rankin, better, still 8th quick, 13.724, 13.724 for Tyler Rankin. Next car onto the track from St. Mary's, New South Wales, Australia, the R.E. Pearson Construction, High Performance Lubricants, Nice Crete Landis, Marchant Cattle Company number 5 is Ian Madsen. And from Benton Ridge, Ohio, the Hercules Tire, Sakura Auto Repair, Midwest Signtech King Family, Ohio Logistics number 97 is Greg Wilson. Ian Madsen, a winner during Cometic Gasket Ohio Sprint Speed Week presented by Hercules Tires, his 4th career All-Star victory, has 19 top 10s this year with the All-Stars, 81 A-main starts in his career with the FloRacing All-Stars. Greg Wilson, he is a former All-Star champion with 25 career All-Star wins. 3 wins this year for Greg Wilson. 2 of them last weekend with Fast on Dirt Sprint Car Series. 4th quick for Ian, 13.304. 1.3304 for Ian Madsen. First lap time for Greg Wilson is going to be 10th quick, 13.839, 1.3839. Second lap time for Ian Madsen, better, still 4th quick, 13.278, 1.3278. Second lap time for Greg Wilson is going to be a 13.844, not quite as good. He'll take a 13.839, 10th quick for Greg Wilson. Next onto the track from Monrovia, Indiana, driving the CoastalRaceParts.com, the Tree Center, BookMotorsportsStore.com, R. Norris Trucking. Number 13 is Justin Peck. And from Germantown, Tennessee, the Lumber and Things, Premier Pallet, Lutz Custom Cabinetry, Link Systems. Number 70 is Slammin' Sammy Swindell. Justin Peck, the most recent All-Star winner, picked up the $20,000 to win Dirt Classic last week at Lincoln Speedway. His 4th victory of the year with the All-Stars and his 7th of the season. Now sits at 5 career All-Star victories. He's 7th in points. Sammy Swindell, 11th at Attica on night 1 during the ambush, the best of 2 All-Star starts for him this year. First lap time, 13.239 for Justin Peck, 1.3239, sits in 4th quick. First lap time for Sammy, 13.331, 6th quick. Sammy Swindell, 27 career All-Star victories, 5 of them this year. A 360 winner at Vado Raceway Park on May 29th for Sammy Swindell. 4th quick for Justin Peck, 13.232. Second lap time for Sammy is 13.348. He'll take a 13.331. Greg Wilson on the heat race inversion bubble now as we begin that process. On to the track from Fairland, Indiana, the Valvoline, Running Boxer Farm, Settle Civil Contractors, Rider Events. Number 101 is Cale Thomas. And from Republic, Ohio, the Blake's Hard Cider, MCS Manufacturing, Big D's Pizza, Top Line Titanium. Number 4 is Cap Henry. Cale Thomas, a former All-Star winner at Attica Raceway Park in 2019. Also a winner at Waynesfield Raceway Park this season on July 4th. Cap Henry, an All-Star winner this year twice. Picked up wins at Lake Ozark Speedway and Gas City I-69 Speedway. Now has 6 career All-Star victories. Finds himself with 26 top 10s this year. Cap Henry, 272 career A-main starts with the All-Stars. Cale Thomas, 8th quick at a 13.375, 1.3375. Cap Henry, the Attica Raceway Park champion last year, goes 9th quick at a 13.500. That'll bump Tyler Rankin out of the invert, McKenna Hassey out of the invert, or McKenna Hassey on the bubble now, excuse me. Cale Thomas, 8th quick now, 13.349, 1.3349. Cap Henry, better on lap 2, still 9th quick, 13.427. From Heartland, Wisconsin, used to call North Pole, Alaska home. The Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup, Howard Law, Indian Motorcycles of Metro Milwaukee, Wise Cup Siding, XYZ Machining, number 17B. It's the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. And a USAC Triple Crown champion from Canton, Illinois, the B&H Contractors, NOS Energy Drink, Bird Racing, number 19. This is Big Daddy, Chris Windham.
This little kid.
Bill Baylog, 5th in All-Star points for the 10-time All-IRA champion, All-Star winner at Plymouth at Angel Park this year. 11th at Lincoln last week, nearly had his 19th top 10. 18 top 10s for Baylog, 66 career A-main starts. Chris Windham made his All-Star debut of the season at East Bay Raceway Park. 24th in his only All-Star appearance this year. 9th quick for Baylog at a 13.424. Windham 13.403, a little bit better, puts him up to 9th quick. Windham is having a great season with USAC. Baylog going to be better, 13.355. Windham has won 5 times with the USAC National Midget Series. Chris Windham, 6th quick, 13.291. Bill Baylog, 10th quick, 13.355. Harley White and McKenna Hassey out of the invert. Landon Lalonde now on the heat race inversion bubble. From Waterville, Ohio, the Control Design Solutions, Tire Slick, Banshee Graphics, number 5T is Travis Philo. And from St. Helena, California, the Rowdy Energy, Self-Made Racing, Lucas Oil, Curb Records, ShopRico.com 24 is Rico Abreu. Travis Philo, a 4th at Fremont, the best of 4 All-Star starts for him this year, now has 104 career A-main starts with the All-Stars. A winner at Attica Raceway Park on July 2nd, the best of 30 starts for him this year, 7th at Attica Raceway Park points. Rico Abreu won at the Knoxville Nationals on Friday night during the Hard Knocks program, a 9-time All-Star winner tonight. Looking for his 99th career A-main start with the All-Stars. 13 Boss, 429, 13429 for Travis Philo. 12th quick, Rico 7th quick, 13317. Rico Abreu, the 2014 USAC National Midget Champion, has 2 All-Star wins here at Eldora. 5th quick for Travis Philo. AJ Havens with the special tunes in the 5 team. 13268 for Philo. And Rico Abreu going to stay right there at 8th quick, I believe, at a 13317. From Visalia, California, the Rudine Racing, Hager Realty, Race Rudine Foundation, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Fatheads Iowa Ranch Boat number 26. This is Corey Eliason. And from Delphus, Ohio, the Dancer Logistics, Global Warehouse Amshaw Service number 49 is Sean Dancer. 13.348 for Eliason, puts him 11th quick. That'll bump Cap Henry out of the invert. First lap time for Sean Dancer, 18th quick, 13.635. Second lap time for Corey Eliason, 13.277th quick for Corey Eliason. Second lap time for Sean Dancer is 13.610, a little bit better for Dancer, 13.610. That'll bump him up to 17th quick. Right now, Cap Henry out of the invert. Bill Baylog on the heat race inversion bubble with 4 cars left in Dixie Vodka time trials. The All-Stars points leader onto the track from Indianapolis, Indiana. The NOS Energy Drink Turbo, Z-Max Lubricants, Clausen Marshall Racing, number 7 BC, is Sunshine Tyler Courtney. And from Kokomo, Indiana, the Mike McGinn Associates, XYZ Machining, Winners Performance Products, Champion Racing Oil, FK Roddins, number 11, it's the law firm, Parker Price Miller. Parker Price Miller, a second of the Kramer Clash of Lincoln, the best of 9 All-Star starts for him. 2 wins at Houston this year. He won in a 360 and 1 in a 410. Third quick for Tyler Courtney, 13.164 for the All-Stars points leader with 8 victories. Also has won here in all 3 national USAC divisions this year. 13.276 for Parker Price Miller, going to put him 9th quick. Second lap time for Tyler Courtney is a little bit, not quite as good, or better. Quick time for Tyler Courtney, 13.096 for Tyler Courtney. Quick time for Sunshine Tyler Courtney. From Holmesville, Ohio, the Simcox Grinding and Steel, Amanda J. Lewis, attorney at law, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Computer Man of Fremont, number 81. This is Lee Jacobs. Lee Jacobs in car number 81. Had to get the 16C of Robbie Price rolled off from Cobble Hill, British Columbia, Canada, driving the Wheeler 16C entry this weekend. He's in the Essex Body Shop, Quality Diesel, Richards Well Drilling, Champion Oil, number 16C. Robbie Price in that car is making his first All-Star appearance of the year. 5 career All-Star starts for him. A 360 winner at Cottage Grove Speedway on August 7th was 10th. And his 10th 410 start of the season for Robbie Price. Lee Jacobs in the 81 car, a 3-time All-Star winner in his career. For Lee, a school teacher by trade with 3 second-place runs this year for him. 13.41 for Robbie Price on lap 1. Puts him 17th quick. Lee Jacobs goes 13.390. 16th quick for Lee Jacobs. Right now, Sammy Swindell on that heat race inversion bubble. Second lap time for Robbie Price, 17th quick at a 4:13, 1:34.13. Second lap time for Lee Jacobs is going to be not quite as good. He'll take a 13.390. That'll bring a close to Dixie Vodka time trials. The first 3 guys I list will be on the pole of their heat race. 12th quick, the 70 of Sammy Swindell. 11th quick, the 19 of Chris Windham. And 10th quick, the 5 of Ian Madsen. The next 3 guys, they'll start second in their heats. The 26 of Corey Eliason, 9th quick. 8th quick, the 24 of Rico Abreu. And 7th quick, the 11 of Parker Price Miller. The following 3 guys, they'll start third in their heat race. Travis Philo, 6th quick. And the 5T, 5th quick, the 13 of Justin Peck. And 4th quick, the 55 of Hunter Schoenberg. And the last 3 guys, they'll start 4th in their heat race. Just needing to finish in the top 6 in the heat to lock into the dash redraw. 3rd quick, the 55 via CJ Leary. 2nd quick, the 3 of Ayrton Jeniton. And setting Dixie Vodka quick time tonight. How about a round of applause for Tyler Courtney? Tyler Courtney setting his 5th Dixie Vodka quick time of the season with Clausen Marshall Racing. And pushing onto the racetrack, hot last for the USAC AMSOIL National Sprint Cars. And with that, we will pass it back to the voices of the United States Auto Club, Tony Laporta and Pat Sullivan.
Thanks so much, Blake. Wow, how about it? Tyler Courtney right there. He gets the job done with us on the NOS Energy Drink National Midget side of things last night, and he goes right back to work there in All-Star qualifying, picking up quick time. Congrats to Tyler, and don't worry, you're going to get to see a lot more of him as the night rolls on here at Eldora Speedway's 4 Crown Nationals. Like in the category that's making their way onto the racetrack now, the USAC AMSOIL National Sprint Cars. 43 teams and drivers have signed in, and that's a good sight to see as our cars on the racetrack. KO Motorsports, cars out on the track. First one we're going to see, well, that looks like Jason McDougal. He and Chase Stockin driving for KO Motorsports. They put Chase Stockin back in the white body
Yes.
with the green rails. So, actually, that should be Chase Stockin right there. So, Stockin making his way over on the top side of turns 1 and 2. And then we saw Davey Ray make his way right past the KO Motorsports car. There's Davey Ray, your winner of the semi-feature last night in the Silver Crown race.
Davey Ray's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Kyle Cummins' birthday today.
Happy birthday.
And the great Bob Hampshire's birthday today. Pretty good trifecta.
Rest of the field you see making their way out onto the track. Justin Grant, 7-time winner here in 2021 with the USAC Amesville National Sprint Cars. There is the 4 NOS Energy Drink sponsored machine from Top Motorsports. Justin Grant makes his way across the start-finish line.
Been a while since he's been in victory lane. A bit. He's had a little bit of a rough patch of late, but he'll get it together in that Top Motorsports team. Big thanks to a young fan named Ethan Marks who did such a wonderful thing for me and gave me a T-shirt and a puck from the Western Michigan Stallions where my son played hockey. Wanted in chuck a puck, and his dad said we should bring that back to Eldora. Is that not the coolest thing in the world?
They're awesome. They're fun.
I told Tony, genuinely touched by it.
There's a good look at Tanner Thorson, winning his driver between the two series, USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midgets and the USAC Amesville National Sprint Cars. Tanner Thorson driving that 19 AZ for Reinbold Underwood Motorsports, and he comes in tonight with 4 feature wins on the calendar so far here in 2021.
Yeah, almost not unprecedented for a rookie, but close. Rookie of the year leader by a mile. He's not an ordinary rookie. Doesn't matter. He's won 4 times this year.
I do want to correct. I called both drivers out. Then I incorrectly said one. It's Jason McDougal in the 5M from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Hudson John Deere on the side of his KO Motorsports entry. And there's Jayden Rogers in the number 14. Jayden Rogers coming to us all the way from Worthington, Indiana. Yeah. Angler Machine and Tool on the side of that race car.
5 or 6 victories this year for Jayden Rogers in a variety of bull rigs, primarily in Indiana. He's done a really nice job, former Rookie of the Year.
Brandon Maddox takes the number 28 across the track, the working man's friend.
He is the working man's friend, Brandon Maddox. You got to love him.
Former Series Rookie of the Year, Isaac Chappell takes the number 52 across the line. And Alex Benalis drives the 5X for Baldwin Fox Racing.
Yeah, Isaac Chappell's had a really good year on the Boss Series. Put together about 4 or 5 straight victories in a row. Pretty big field for Alex Benalis, who's been cutting his teeth on the short tracks of Indiana.
Green flag is out here for Hot Laps Group number 1. Again, 43 cars, 43 drivers signing in. So they're not going to get a lot of time out on track. And we're going to see 5 groups of Hot Laps. Red flag out on the track. One over there, over turn number 3. That's Justin Grant.
Oh, my.
He's climbing up and out of the car slowly and gingerly.
He's taking a look at things. I said he's had a bit of a rough patch and we didn't see it, Tony. I saw Tom Hansen with a red flag, and there's Justin looking things over, maybe doing a little personal inventory as well.
Yeah, but the best news is he is climbing up and out of that race car, folks. Justin Grant is going to hop down, and he can hear you. Make some noise. The 7-time winner here in 2021 off to a very rough start for tonight's 4 Crown.
Great job by the safety crew there, staying right with him. And you can't trust their report. That's the bottom line. They say, I'm fine. They always say they're fine. The adrenaline's there. And the safety team that understands this sport well staying right there having the conversation with him. Tony, don't know if we have any sort of replay of that situation.
We'll see what the guys up top have. What we can tell you is Tanner Thorson had laid down the quickest lap at the time. Really, everybody just coming around to see the first laps getting laid down. Thorson was a 16.171. Grant's got the helmet off. So one more time, Eldora Speedway. How about it? He's walking back to the safety vehicles, taking back to the pit area. Make some noise for Justin Grant. He's from my own California, but he just had a rough one here over in turn number 3 in New Weston, Ohio. He's in the side-by-side, and he's talking to the safety personnel, Pat, and they're going to get him back down to the pit area.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what this means in terms of the sprint car. You know, we think Justin's okay. Obviously, he has some Silver Crown and midget duties tonight as well, but a tough break for a guy who's in the hunt. I mean, Justin Grant's one of those guys as we look to potential Triple Crown Club members. He certainly could be that.
He picked up a sprint car, a main event win here in the 2016 Four Crown Nationals not too long ago, and then he ran third here in 2014 and 2019, and he's got 3 total sprint car feature wins.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good track for Justin Grant. That was a big win for him in 2016. There was a period of time when he was describing himself, believe it or not, as a washed-up Silver Crown driver and thought he would put sprint cars on the back burner.
Wow.
But he had an opportunity to go and race some races outside of USAC just for fun and had success. And that sort of rekindled his interest, and subsequently he's put together some big win seasons.
It's been a great year for him here in 2021. Again, 7 wins. The first of those came back on the opening weekend down in Ocala, Florida at Bubba Raceway Park. He was victorious again out at Grandview Speedway in Bechtelsville, Pennsylvania. Struck again 2 nights later at the half mile at Selinsgrove. Picked up a victory during Indiana Sprint Week, a rain-shortened affair at Indiana's Baddest Bull Ring. Kokomo Speedway struck again at the end of Indiana Sprint Week at Tri-State Speedway in Hampstead, Indiana, and then he won the preliminary feature, one of the preliminary features, and the big one at the Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts Sprint Car Smackdown at Kokomo Speedway.
Yeah, that was a big win for him, and he closed out Indiana Sprint Week, as you noted, Tony, with a win, and he closed out the Eastern Midget Week with a win there as well. He and Logan Seavey have won in all 3 national series.
And Grant has 7 wins on the year here in 2021. He is tied with Kevin Thomas Jr. as they hoist. Yeah, you can see the damage there on the 4 of Grant.
Yep, that looks like a pretty bent chassis.
So they'll take that back to the Top Motorsports pit area. Grant with 7 wins on the season. Again, was just talking about the fact miraculously he's tied with Kevin Thomas Jr. Those guys have gone on a tear here this summer. And KT himself with 7 feature victories. We're going to see the 9K of Kevin Thomas Jr. on track a little bit later on here in Hot Laps for the sprint cars. He's going to be in group number 3.
Those two have been going back and forth like in the heydays of the Gary and Larry show with Gary Benthausen and Larry Dixon, when those two would just go back and forth as they did for about 3 seasons. Just incredible in USAC history. Really defined the Thunder and Lightning division, and I don't know what they've got in terms of a backup there for that Top Motorsports number 4, but we've got problems.
Yeah, let's go downstairs to Christy Bemis, who's in the infield. Christy?
So the backup car has come down for the 4 of Justin Grant in Top Motorsports. Not exactly sure what happened there in his hot lap session to the 4 of Justin Grant, but the backup car is down. They are bringing the primary car back on the hook, and Justin Grant on his way. We will see when he gets here if he is in shape for an interview. But until then, we just know that there are all kinds of people over here that aren't even affiliated with the Top Motorsports team that are working on getting this thing back together for their friend, for their teammate, Justin Grant.
One of those people that's not involved year-long with Top Motorsports was Clinton Boyles.
Right.
He's here with Hunter Schoenberg on the All-Star side of things, but Clinton and Justin go way back. And then you also saw Top Motorsports team owner Kevin Birchmeyer. He was down there on the left rear corner of that car.
Obviously Clinton and Hunter, brothers-in-laws, and down there helping out. This gets back to the conversation we had with Blake. You know, they're getting a race car down for Justin Grant to get right back into it. If that would have been me, that would have been a career. That'd have been it. There are very few easy crashes at Eldora by nature of the beast. Would you concur with that, Blake?
Absolutely. I mean, this place, there's no such thing as a Tommy tip over here at the Big E.
No, it's not. It's a separator.
I'll be honest. I've never loved the Tommy tip over phrase because I'm sure to the guy in the car.
Oh, yeah.
It really doesn't feel like, just some slight thing. It's like Pat always says, minor surgery is surgery that happens to someone else.
Exactly.
Green flags back out here in Hot Laps Group number 1. Tanner Thorson, your quickest car on the track. Early with a 16.171. Good looking shot right there of Jayden Rogers in that number 14. He's got Angler Machine and Tool CSI and Cheryl's Pest Control on the side of that race car.
Yeah, he's running real nice, and Jayden Rogers is a really good race driver. There's Brandon Maddox, the veteran terror in Indiana, former USAC most improved driver, hustling down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Maddox had a great 2020, picking up those most improved driver honors, and hasn't been at every single race with us this year, but man, he sure has been at a lot of them. Tom Hansing shows the checkered flag as we ride along with Jason McDougall from KO Motorsports. He's going to come around one more time, but it's Isaac Chappell the former Rookie of the Year, 16.011. Pat, he's the fastest car on the track. Good look at that red and black number 52.
Yeah, Willow Branch, Indiana driver who, as we mentioned, has had great success with Boss this year and doing a great job. By the way, in terms of regular work, he drives a dump truck for Scott Peach.
Yeah.
Great guy, Isaac Chappell. And this has been a really good move for him to go back into a situation where he can get back into victory lane. He's got a lot of confidence going, and boy, that has to make him feel good.
At the end of Hot Laps Group number 1 for the USAC Amsoil National Sprint Cars, Isaac Chappell is quickest, Jason McDougall second, Tanner Thorson third, Jayden Rogers and Davey Ray, your Fast Five. Hot Laps Group number 2 makes their way out onto the racetrack as that looks like Tyler Courtney's number 7 BC Midget taking a quick look at things. He'll take a hard left and come back down into the pits.
Got a text from Sammy McGee, which I agree with. Of course, he's down there working on his wing sprint car, and he mentioned that we talked about Justin Grant getting back in the flow. It was with McGee Motorsports that got him really back in the game and starting to get his sprint car thing going. Looks like we might have a report from downstairs.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pat. Justin Grant just took a big ride there in Hot Laps. Justin, tell us what happened there and how you're feeling now.
Yeah, I'm good. Just I got down into 3 and then biked up and then sat down, landed, biked again, got in the fence, turned over. So I'm sure those guys have probably already got the spare car down, and we'll go qualify and see if we can turn our night around.
Well, they do. Justin Grant's going to make his way back to the Top Motorsports pit to get this night turned right around.
Hey, thanks a bunch, Christy. Great work down there. The added infrastructure here at Eldora allows us to get those interviews in as we see Kyle May making his way around the track.
Matter of fact, with that report. By the way, Kyle May is 6'6", by the way.
I didn't get a chance to see him because when I was walking the pit area, the drivers' meeting had just started. He was over there, but I would have made note of that because
6'6".
It's rare to see a guy that tall racing these cars if your name isn't Andy Reinbold.
That's true.
There goes Shane Cottle in the 74X across the start-finish line. He's going to be pursued by the 21 of Stoystown, Pennsylvania's Carmen Perigo. There's Brady Bacon, the Macho Man. They did an engine swap in that car, Pat, and it looks like the Dynamics Incorporated driver who leads the championship standings is back up and operating.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got that Cobalt Civil car really working well down the back straightaway, the 3-time champion and current point leader. Stephen Dervicki is also on course.
Speaking of 3-time champions.
3-time USAC Eastern champion, 2-time ARDC midget champion.
Yeah, and then that should be...
That's Carmen Perigo.
Another Pennsylvanian.
For the third-generation driver, his son Brett makes the fourth-generation Perigo.
Dickie Gaines flashes across the start-finish line aboard that all-orange number 44. And there's a good look at the 71B Braxton Cummings as the checkered flag waves here on Hot Laps Group number 2. Everybody else, Paul Deuce, making their way across the line.
Dickie Gaines, the former winner here at Eldora.
But it's Shane Cottle who goes quickest in Hot Laps Group number 2, quickest overall, 59.03 for the throttle. Shane Cottle up on top. Isaac Chappell slips only one position down to second, and Brady Bacon rebounding after an engine swap before the evening even could begin. Bacon third quick after 2 groups, McDougall fourth, and Tanner Thorson now completes your Fast Five.
Odd little factoid, the World of Outlaws are at Lernerville Speedway tonight. The very first race ever contested at Lernerville Speedway, Carmen Perigo's grandfather was on the flag stand.
No way.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And they just had their 1,000th race earlier this summer, Pat.
Gene Lynch, the Hall of Famer.
Very instrumental.